Here we come. Coming to get them. Hey, listen, if y'all got them this big, what I want is like a jerk bait of a rainbow trout that's about a foot long. You got any of those?
Man, I thought you said you were trying to learn how to fly fish.
If they're this big, I don't know. Hey, don't tell Gabe, but you got any of them 12 inchers, you know? I'm just saying, if they're this big, are you sure we should be fly fishing for them? That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
All right, then. We'll go fly fishing then.
All right. So just start off as you lift. You want to lift up, watch the end of your line. And you're going to come up, and you want to hold it straight up in the air, the tip of your pole. But now, what you need to do is make sure you don't let that rod go all the way back. You're going to lose your inertia, and you're going to lose a lot of your force. Okay. So the easiest way to keep that from happening, what causes that is your elbow coming up. So when you come up, you want to come straight up and try and keep your elbow down on your side in order to keep your rod up there, like that. Now, if your arm's out like this, what you might want to do is take your hat, put it underneath your arm, and then don't drop your hat. Now, as you're casting, now keep that elbow, there you go. See how it keeps that elbow inside. Nice weight, good hold. And you feel it low there, see how that laid almost all the way out. There you go. Good job, good looking loop.
From a Little Rock man tonight after a kayaking trip turned into a near drowning. Thanks for joining us tonight at 5, everybody. I'm Hunter Hoagland. As Susan L. Corey explains, he hopes that close call will be a good lesson for others.
Yeah, his bottom line is that rivers are unpredictable, and just because where you launch it's calm doesn't mean it's going to stay that way downstream.
I feel like I had help from above to get out.
Brew McClure is taking some extra precautions before paddling out on the Arkansas River. He spent hundreds of hours on the water filming documentaries. That's what he was doing on a recent trip to the North Fork River in northern Arkansas when his kayak hit dangerous water.
A shoal that created a small waterfall, and as I traveled into the waterfall, basically my kayak went over the waterfall, filled full of water, and sucked me down, pinning me and my kayak at the bottom of the river against a boulder.
He believes his life jacket helped protect him as he tried to push free.
What happened out there, bud?
So I was having a really good day on the North Fork. I was about more than halfway done with it. I just broke my personal best rainbow trout. Everything was going good. I heard the horn sound, the generator turned on, and so yeah, the water level rose, and I knew it was coming because it was scheduled that way. But I get to a point in the river where there's a drop off because of boulders, and I picked what I thought was a good route, centralized route. But as I went through it, the bow of the kayak got filled full of water, and then what it did is it sucked it under. Well, I thought that it was just going to suck it under and pull me through, but it sucked the kayak and me under, and instead of shooting out of it, it just sucked me down to where I was stuck. So I'm sitting there, 3 feet over, 2 feet of water is over my head, crushing me. And I say, well, basically, I'm like, my life kind of flashes before my eyes, and I see this image of Aiden just holding a brown trout, just like an old memory that I have. And I basically say, I feel like I want to live. And I feel this urge to breathe, but I know I'm in the water, so I know I'm about to drown. So I try to push off and hold one side of my kayak and push off with my right arm. But I try to do it, I go nowhere because I'm getting stuck. Now the water keeps going and it's pressing me down harder. So I say a prayer, get me out of this, and I go to work. And I go to war, and I prayed for help, and I got it. I got out, I pushed off with maximum effort, and I broke free of the vacuum, was able to push up my kayak just enough to get some water underneath it that popped it up and out. Then my gear was mostly gone.
Dad, you ever gonna get a brown trout as big as mine?
Well, I tell you what, since I'm still alive, I'm gonna try. The brown trout I'm gonna catch. For the brown trout I'm gonna catch, we're gonna need a bigger boat. You know what I'm saying? To be alive and be on the river. And I mean, I got it done right before the storm hit. Awesome.